Welcome to the show, people. A walk with Mel and a model with Jethro Jaftha is in the building. As baie lekker om vir u te hê. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much,
For
Mel.
the people, that doesn't know, give us a bit of an introduction of who you are. And you're all the way from Athlone. What was life growing up for you?
So, I'm from Athlone. My name is Jethro Jaftha. It was tough and easy at the same time. Living in an area, especially in a colored community that's so close-knit, everybody knows you. So no one really does anything, or everyone will say, you know what, no, that's this one's child. So that's the cool thing about it. But it was tough. It wasn't the easiest thing.
Of course. And tell me then, you're making waves in the modeling industry. But what sparked that interest for you as a model? Like, did you see someone? What ignited that fire of you look model, man?
So when I was way younger, when I was actually in grade 10, I did this local fashion show that actually interested me, and after taking my first few pictures, I was like, this is quite cool. But then obviously going back to school, I was like, I need to do something, I need to study something, I need to get my academics. And only after school, a few years after school, I got scouted. And
wow, so you were discovered basically?
Yes, I was discovered.
Tell us about that.
So I went to a fashion show just to be there, watch the fashion show.
You didn't even...
I didn't walk. So I just went to the fashion show, and I was watching the fashion show, and then this lady came up to me and asked me, hey, are you a model? Are you interested in modeling? If not, and would you like to join our agency?
Wow,
yeah,
that is amazing. That is so dope. And tell me, as a model, we spoke about it now, is there training for it? Do you practice certain poses? Because I remember, like I told you earlier, I did a shoot once, and I'm not a model. Asseblief, if I respect for julle. I did a shoot once, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this because it's too moeilijk, man.
Yeah.
But when you're a model, you can't say that. You know, is there certain things that you have to practice to prep to be a model?
So prep work, I would say, guys, it comes down to looking after yourself, eating healthy, using the good skin products that there is. However, no, there's not really any training. Anyone can do it. You need to be confident, obviously, find that inner piece of you. And YouTube, guys. YouTube is the
real man.
Yes,
YouTube is the real
Google,
YouTube. Let's speak about, you mentioned also that, in life you obviously went through bullying. No? But what has that taught you, man, as an adult now? If you look back on your life, what has that taught you?
So that has taught me to always be comfortable in myself.
Sure.
Because nothing ever changes. When you're being bullied, people always remember that moment.
Sure.
They always intimidate you from that moment. So even when I go to castings and I don't get jobs, sometimes I think, you know what, I'm still not good enough. But I go home and I'm like, no, I'm going to go to the next casting, I'm going to get the next job, and I'm going to keep on doing me.
Yo, I'm thankful that you said that, because that gets me into the next question. Because being in the modeling industry can be very demanding. How do you stay motivated? Because you get rejections. In the acting industry, they would baie gesê, nee. They kry meer knees as yes, you know. But how do you stay motivated to stand up every day and be like, do this again?
Yeah, so I love fashion. I'm big on fashion. So like I told you earlier, my favorite thing is actually stills, where people just take pictures of me in nice clothes and stuff. So whenever I see a shoot for maybe GQ Japan or for Moncler, those are just the jobs like that I've already gotten. It's always because I want to be in that expensive clothing or to see myself in that picture. So that's actually motivated me quite a bit.
Amazing. And let's talk about this experience. You've done jobs with Louis Vuitton, Adidas, and then Moncler, like you said, and magazines as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about those experiences. What was it like to book your first job?
My first job was quite exciting. It was actually a wine commercial.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was quite exciting. I liked the food that was there. The food is amazing. The people that were there was really nice, and it opened my eyes to see that life isn't just about what people expect it to be.
Sure.
Academics, I know it's really important, but that's not what everything is. You need to find yourself. You need to find yourself in the industry. Just take chances and you'll get what you want.
Amazing. Well said. You're also not a civil industrial engineer student.
Yes.
How did that happen? How did you go into engineering?
So a lot of people don't know this, but I actually work for a company, a corporate company, and I quite take interest in processes and how to make things better and change certain processes to find the best thing. So I read up on industrial engineering. It's actually to find out how to make things quicker and how to get rid of wasted time. So yeah.
That is so cool. And how do you balance doing both? You're a model. It's like two different worlds. How do you balance doing it?
Sure, that's a tough question. What I do is I have a nice team of people that always keep me motivated and always brings me back to what's most important. I have to prioritize what's most important.
Shut, man. He's in the building, people. Jethro Jaftha is in the building. It's a walk with Mel. We're taking a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's a little vibe op the show. Kiki, hello.
Kiel het op 'n rymtip. Daai skielik soos cricket laat ek jou mind slip. Maar binne stop, jou kop dry, but ek skop 'n gat in jou kop, dan het sy open-minded. Verniet geniet dit, hier sit soos 'n wise grip. Wise up, ek het jou binne in 'n tight grip. In spiele sien ek die illes wat hy fire spit. Unsigned hype number 1 times die sek. Ek weet sy wie dit, sien dat niemand deny dit. Rappers op die met seal op to cream en het arrive it. I'm alive, wek, seal op the sidestep. Drive met wiele, hokke, names, dice rip. Militant minded, vanaf die begin is ek in het. Sit het binne, kan jou spin het en rewind it. Ek sign binne, kan jou mind kennis find it. Ek define rip jou mic sikken as ek rhymes fit. My line sit jou high op 'n skyline tip. Ek grind rhymes in jou spine, listen, dice private. My scientific side is baie typical. Been a physical fight, lyrical trial miracles. To perform in die side, my style is clinical. My brainstorm rip mics en die is difficult. Kamisat sy makie stamina kazilang. Ek ren die land soos 'n Malian. Taliban cruise, gaan die man sloe. Aan die brand soos Kalahari Sandru. Kamisat sy makie stamina kazilang. Ek ren die land soos 'n Malian. Taliban cruise, gaan die man sloe. Aan die brand soos Kalahari Sandru. Ek is Suid-Afrika, straight Afrikaans. Kyk, verby Grassy Park, jy's van die Kaapstad. Alles uit as ek dans, jy kan nie staan wyd. Dis die Cape Vatikaan, smyt laat die baan breek. Gebruik maar die chance, dyk Sammy saak steek. Maak jou lyk Gazilam, jy vang die sound uit. Meditate, ek is altyd op die round uit. Die flow bitter as cream, don't worry, I'll wait. Want my style is wild, ek smyt het. Ek bly smile, ek kry files en na jy lyk dit. Kyk na, hulle het my like oorlaai met hatred. Wil my battle, na sy vir 8 mile gekyk het. For God's sake, laat inderdaad bysit. Ginne gaap, in het zaak, bring het dan duidelik. Baie dankie, that's my number 1 favorite. Baie funky, bring het in en dan fade it. Die man is a legend, meneer. Suk. Gevaarlijk. Kamisat sy makie stamina kazilang. Ek ren die land soos 'n Malian. Taliban cruise, gaan die man sloe. Aan die brand soos Kalahari Sandru. Kamisat sy makie stamina kazilang. Ek ren die land soos 'n Malian. Taliban cruise, gaan die man sloe. Aan die brand soos Kalahari Sandru.
And we are back, people. It's a walk with Mel. We're hanging out with Cape Town born model Jethro Jaftha is in the building. Your name is like a tongue twister, no? Jethro Jaftha, I like it. And earlier we spoke about, obviously, about the importance of when you're in the modeling industry, how you need to take care of yourself. So what do you do to take care of yourself? Health-wise and skin-wise, to stay on point?
Yeah. So mine is actually really tricky, I would say.
Okay.
Not a lot of people do my thing. So I don't eat any sugar. So any processed sugar I don't eat. So I'll drink black rooibos tea with no milk. I don't drink milk as well. And then no bread or no gluten, in other words.
Patso. Had I five and ik het denk begin follow na. Hulle gaan binnekort vir my na ander levels in. But it's so dope. So no sugar, you like no sugar in your coffee as well?
No sugar in my coffee, no cake on my birthday, none of that.
Wow. But is it like a choice?
It's a choice.
And
I just decided it's been 4 years now.
That is amazing. Yeah. And then we spoke about it just now. I mean, the Louis Vuitton job, that is so dope. Let's talk about that experience. Tell us about that job. What was that like?
So that job was actually one of my favorite jobs. I was honored enough to actually shoot on Table Mountain. So we did like this thing where it's actually closed off. No one's actually allowed to walk there or anything. But then obviously on the day, they got people there that helped us, and we shot there. There was some zebras far away in the back, that like really far away, and it was quite cool. Yeah, it was really exciting.
That is amazing.
It was really exciting.
It's so cool because modeling takes you and makes you do things that you don't normally do.
Yeah.
And then a runway, have you done a runway before? Tell us about that.
I've done runway. I've done it twice. Runway is kind of hard. It's really, really hard. You need to be there early, practicing, knowing where you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to walk.
Sure.
You have to have your game face, serious face on. Yeah. It's really cool.
Cool.
It's
cool.
different.
Cool. And do you practice poses like in the mirror? Facial expressions. Do you practice that?
Yes, I do. I practice all of those things, but the first thing I do is go to Instagram, see some cool poses, and
Inspiration.
and then go. Yeah.
Lekker man. And then just a random question: what advice would you give to your younger self? If you look back to your life, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to be easier on myself, because I feel like I was too hard on myself. However, that's made me the person I am. So I love everything about
I hear you. And also, I think when you see things are actually working out, man. Because I think we're also stressed about a week, you know?
Yes. Even to this day.
Yes, it's like a normal thing. And then as an artist or as a model, what is the vision for you as a model?
So I would like to book a job with the South African brand, and I would like to have a campaign. So we see David Beckham with Nivea for men, we see Messi with Blaze. I want to do some cool South African brand, and I want to be the face of that brand. That's my vision.
Love it. Yeah. And then you were proud obviously about your Khoisan heritage. Tell me why. Ek is baie orat, maar ek wil hê die mense moet weet hoekom.
So guys, the first people in Cape Town was Khoisan people. The first person who met Jan van Riebeeck at the coast was actually a Khoisan man. So there is a big heritage of the Khoisan in Cape Town, and a lot of people don't know this.
Don't.
And they know it and they're not for it, or they don't know
And a lot of people
this.
aren't proud of it.
They're not
Why
proud
are you
of it.
proud of it?
I'm proud of it because it's made me different, and it's actually, there's a lot of my features that actually come from my forefathers.
And it's so dope because you can be that person for us, man. You know what I mean? You can represent that culture, and that's dope. And we need to start being proud of it. It can be cool. You're
Yes.
making it cool,
It is
basically. It is cool, you know. And then what has modeling taught you?
Modeling has taught me to always be ready for the camera.
Hey now, hey.
Yeah. Other than that, it's taught me to be humble, because as much as you think you're on top, it can knock you back down.
That
So
is so
you need to
true.
always know where you are. Yeah.
Amazing. And then the last question, what was the first step that was beneficial to you that led you to where you are now?
The first step that was beneficial to me was realizing that I can't change who I am.
Sure.
Because whatever happens, it's still going to be the same Jethro. I can't pretend to be anyone else. I can't pretend to be Mal.
True.
And I just need to be myself. That was what made me.
That is well said. If there's any people watching, models watching, or upcoming youngsters that maybe wants to follow in your footsteps, what advice would you give to them?
I would say finish school. After school, by all means, take on modeling. But if you're younger, do it. But the most important thing is school, because that teaches you so much things. I know a lot of people will say, you know what, I'm never going to do bio after school.
True.
However, all of those things, there's so much lessons in that.
True
Even in
story.
sports, in all of these things that make you the person who you are. So do everything first, and after that, you can by all means do your modeling.
Beautiful, man. And social media, where can people catch you if they want to book you? Miskien vir 'n modeling lesson of twee, Javiti. Can you please share that social media details?
So guys, I'm not on Facebook, not on Twitter, only on Instagram. It's at Jethro_Jaftha. Yeah.
Amazing stuff, man. In the building. Thank you so much for joining us here on the show. I'm
Pleasure.
super excited to see your journey ahead and wishing you the best from our team.
Thank you so much, Mel.
Awesome
Enjoy the rest
stuff.
of your day.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.
With Mel signing out.
Ik is altijd één voor, staal een steenkool. Breek brood met die eeuwigste soort, hip-hop het alweer hoop. Ik is geanker, klap je halve weer schoot. Ik zal schaars beweeg, die commando balanceer goed. Slaat de reeks moordenaar heeltemal van zijn benen af. Beweeg gefrustreerde wanneer ik mijn keel benat. Die meeste raken eregas, reese val. Al het gedink is als goed, hoe hulle ijsmensen leven. Vat zijn naam leven aan, soos een standbeeld dat vir ewig laat. Dat aan die tranen wees, het was een hemelvaart. Een van die dagen keer ik terug, met alle baanbreken samen. Maak ons die straten kasteel wat stevig staan. Nou eens gauw ik die kalse van mijn comfortzone. Maak een global announcement, Afrikaans is goudwaardig. Rookvallen om pallets, verklom jaren te komt challenge. Nog Kaapse soldaten voor een baas en gaan grootmondige hart, maar dat is gevolg van tekort aan calcium kon hulle nie staan.
The poet and the painter casting shadows on the water as the sun plays on the infantry turning from the sea. The doer and the thinker, no allowance for the other as the failing light illuminates the mercenary's creed.
Een mens het genoeg gehad, ek plan om moves te maak wat sal verseker dat reëls op hemelse stoepe staan. As die deure open gaan, dan wil ek die Here sommer vra, hoekom wag ons so lank, gee die kleerlinge ook 'n kans. My are voer Kaapse bloed, Afrikaanse roots saamgesnoer, Bambi tunes blues, laat consumers ook die substance voel. Melk aan 'n MC se monde hang op, wat het skaars 'n klou waar het bedoel om in die skoene te kan loop. Ek boos voet die kalse as my mond ook geskalk is, die volk soek abandons wat die klonk spoeg in panses, oproerig in die dansen, vol moet op die vlaktes, blom soos 'n cactus in die son, die bloed is anders. Die calcium samenstelling is binne die warm album, vervaardig het selfstandig asof het karammelk is. Die protein gee ou biene, mousniere, dosies is bouvriende, donians, hou die ding proud diepe.
Poet and the painter casting shadows on the water as the sun plays on the infantry turning from the sea. The doer and the thinker, no allowance for the other as the failing light illuminates the mercenary's creed.
Maak 'n aankondiging op straat, hier kom ons aangestorm, elke soldaat volgens sy rang. Die klong is gevaarlik, gekoppel met brase, wat die kan ondergaan, ons sou ons koppe boewater. Maak 'n aankondiging op straat, hier kom ons aangestorm, elke soldaat volgens sy rang. Die klong is gevaarlik, gekoppel met brase, wat die kan ondergaan, ons sou ons koppe boewater.
Maar ik ben sociaal, ik gedecide man. Die is mijn life man. Die is mijn life man. Dus nou, die is waar ik wil leven. Dat is mijn zwaar kreeg die